Matias from Portugal, Esenkok from Turkey, Nikos from Antonio from Greece, Alexander Makasaria from Russia, Apostolos Athanasiadis from Greece, Vedran Stefanovic from Finland, and Ratko Matijevic from Croatia.
And she's a leader of 5 scientific projects. She had more than 60 invited lectures at the European and World Congresses and many other international and national meetings. And she's also a winner of the State Award for the promotion of children's rights in Croatia. It is my great pleasure to announce Aida Salihovic-Kadic as a regular member of Perinatal Academy.
Soon after her graduation in 1988, she started her career as a basic researcher with a fellowship in pharmacology at Heidelberg University, Germany. Following the specialization of obstetrics and gynecology, she moved her research interest to the field of prenatal diagnosis, particularly to the study of fetal circulation. Alexandra was the first to suggest the functional evaluation of the fetal ductus venutus in the first trimester of pregnancy in screening for chromosomal abnormalities.
Has special interest in education of pediatrics, neonatology and neonatal nurses in her country. She published above 120 papers and 12 chapters in the books, and also she edited 5 books with a number of citations 2,379 and H-index 26.
He became recently elected as the president of the International Hippocratic Foundation, a very prestigious institution established in 1960 next to the famous Aesculapius in the island of Crete, with the goal of spreading Hippocratic medicine and ideas. He's renowned. He's been voted the Physician of the Year in Russia. He heads the largest perinatal institute in Russia. He has achieved innumerable honors throughout Russia, and what has amazed me, I've had the privilege of traveling with him, not just in Russia, but in Siberia, in Ukraine, and everywhere he's loved. Today to present to you Professor Vedran Stefanovic. He is that change in the world. He lives the deeds, he lives that legacy. Vedran graduated, as I did, from University of Zagreb School of Medicine and then ventured to Finland. Croatian language and Finnish has nothing to do in common, and it's very difficult language. Vedran did medical school, as I said, in the University of Zagreb in Croatia, PhD, and then he spent the rest of his professional life in Finland doing residency in OBGYN, University of Finland. Professor Matijevic is a former president of FIST, European Society of Perinatal Medicine, and former chief of medical officer of Republic of Croatia. He has authored more than 100 publications in very prestigious journals like the New England Journal of Medicine, British Medical Journal, and supervised many PhD theses, and his main scientific interest is in prenatal diagnosis and preterm labor. Professor Matijevic published 68 papers and also wrote about 31 chapters in the books, and published also and edited 2 books. The citation index is 813 and his age index is 77.
Original scientific papers, quality of journals when your paper have been published, number of citation, and age index, telling us how much of your papers the other people do quote. So those are measurable parameters, and science starts when the measurement starts. But although the science is measurement, not all measurements are science. We should keep in mind that we do have non-measurable parameters in our life. They include friendship, good fellowship, attention, emotion, and those are non-measurable parameters in our life.
Painting moonlit skies in the height of day. 4 little birds with voices gleaming, breathe to the wind, singing, come my way. Sing, little birds, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 5 little birds with feathers fluffing, stretch and spread in the midday sun. 6 little birds are cooing, humming, drawing the eyes of everyone. 7 little birds in feathers flashing, land meets sky and sky meets sea. Dance, little songbirds, flick your feathers, move the current, carry me. Sing, little songbirds, call your lovers, draw them in from the evening. You little songbirds, you can sing anything.
Handles grace under pressure in our department, and there is a lot of pressure. I trust him. Unlike most Americans, he just doesn't speak English. He's fluent in Spanish and Portuguese as well. He has a Brazilian wife. So he's going to be invaluable to us, invaluable in our education efforts throughout the world. Iran, I'm so proud that you're with us and you're going to help our academy greatly. Welcome. A very modest man, a very humble person. I think many of you may not have seen him at our meetings because he's very quiet and reserved, but he's brilliant. Hung, you represent the best of America, and I mean that.
He's a member of the International Perinatal Collegium and for 12 years and the board of the Italian Society for Neonatology. Editor-in-chief of the Journal of Pediatric and Neonatal Individualist Medicine, official journal of many international societies.
She can contribute by promoting our academy through participating in educational program for young neonatologists and exchange program and training courses for residents. Finally, Dr. Mirta Starcevic is an exceptional person, an excellent neonatologist and scientist. Thank you very much.
He was born in a city close to Thessaloniki. His father was a gynecologist, and he was a straight A student through high school and later the university. finishing his studies, he continued his residency in Aristotle University. All these years working with him, I realized how efficient, hard worker, and eager he is to accomplish any assignment given. Themis is ambitious, extremely capable, and focused on his aims. This is the reason that he is presenting an impressive CV for his age, more than 160 published papers, 126 in PubMed. I like all these letters.
She is Professor-in-Chief of Neonatology at the Carol Davila University in Bucharest. And she has distinguished herself with being President of the Neonatology Committee of the Romanian College of Physicians, and has established herself over and over through many different societies, President and founding member of the Romanian Society of Fetal and Neonatal Medicine, and has written extensively, many published papers, very good H score, keep Boston happy. Welcome.
And director of the Gynecological Clinic in Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina. She's also director of Donor School Center of Excellence in Tuzla. She trained hundreds of students in the basic part of ultrasound education, and she was the organizer of the hands-on part within advanced postgraduate course under the umbrella of Ian Donald. She had 15 published papers, 2 chapters in the book, and she would like to participate in all activities and projects of our academy.
His main interests are in fetal heart, preeclampsia, and fetal as a candidate as an associate member of the International Academy to continue what we began. And I think just looking at the list of our associate fellows, I would say we have a bright future ahead of us.
And we had a dream. We had a dream with Badr and Mandy to make this an international academic powerhouse. And it didn't turn out to be quite as we expected. There was a great leader at the time. His name was Fadi Saoud. He was an Egyptian, and he had the rare distinction. They actually gave him Qatari citizenship, which you can imagine is years ago or so. We had a very frank discussion, and we leveled with each other. He said that Sidra would be a good hospital, but it would never be what we wanted it to be, an international academic powerhouse. And he used the Arab term. Those of you who are familiar with this, it wasn't written. Not through any fault to Fadi or myself or Badr or Mandy, but there were issues we don't have to go into here. But he said, Frank, the one good thing that you and I should be proud of is that Mandy and Badr, and he mentioned Mandy's name first, represents integrity, honesty, excellence, and she's won over all of us with her spirit. She's a citizen of the world. She embraces all of us, whatever our background is. Mandy, we welcome you with open arms, as you as welcome all of ours in our environment.
And now I'm asking the new members to approach the presidential. At this moment, I would like to ask Dr. Olga get Perinatal from Russia to effect the laudatio of Dr. Dmitry Smolyanov.
He was involved in clinical practice, research and education of students. He is specifically interested in perinatology and obstetrics issues of neonatal morbidity,